Hey guys, Heidi from Dogmanship Training. Now, it is okay for your dog to not love every other dog. That is totally okay and pretty normal. I don't love every single other person, but when I'm walking down the street, I have to act in a socially acceptable way. Now, what that means is I need to be able to walk past other people in the street and not punch them in the face, not yell at them. I need to be able to be okay to be around these other people. However, what I don't have to accept is some random person coming over and jumping on my back or humping my leg or trying to get in my face or getting really close to me or trying to play with me too rough. Okay, so with your dog, the same expectations. Okay, your dog needs to be able to walk down the street, walk past dogs behind a fence and be okay with that, not react excessively to that. But not every dog is going to be okay with other dogs coming up to them and being in their face and jumping on them and doing all of those sorts of things. And that isn't the worst thing. You don't have to teach your dog to tolerate that kind of behavior. So what we need to do, for one, is have realistic expectations, realistic expectations of what our dog's social behaviour should look like and how social they should be. But we also then need to work on the dogs who are socially inappropriate when meeting other dogs or in public. We also need to work on the way that we act when we're out walking. Okay, and what I mean by that is that if your dog is walking down the street with you and your dog is the socially happy-go-lucky, happy to be friends with everybody dog, don't assume that every single other dog on the street is going to be okay with your dog going straight up to them. I can't count the number of times I've been out walking a client's dog or whatever who isn't 100% with other dogs, doesn't love other dogs coming over to them, and they've let their dog come over and they're like, it's okay, they're friendly. That's fine. That's great for you, but you need to either ask me or you need to just keep to yourself until you're in an area where you know that that's designed for that. If you want to go to an off-lead dog park, go for it. This dog is walking on lead and it's not acceptable for your dog to go over without asking. Okay? Now, on that train of thought, the person then with the reactive dog or the dog who isn't totally okay with every dog coming up to them, and I don't really like the term reactive for this because yes, it's reactive if your dog it's kind of overreacting to a scenario. So another dog like walks past on the opposite side of the road and your dog erupts in this, big, what the hell is going on, barking and lunging and all of that. But if another dog comes up and like jumps on them to play and they're just standing there, that's not, if your dog sort of goes, what the hell, that's not really an overreaction. That's a reaction to an uncomfortable situation. Okay? So the owner of that dog needs to work on being able to keep that dog in an environment where they feel safe, but also they need to work on their dog not being outwardly, again, overreactive so that they can function and still be a part of society. So they can still go for a walk, so they can still go down and have a coffee with you or whatever, because they're not overreacting to things that aren't a threat to them. Okay? Now, sometimes when I work with dogs who have aggression or lead aggression or a reactivity or whatever, sometimes they do turn into the happy-go-luckies. Sometimes they are I'm friends with everybody, everything's good, nothing bothers me kind of dog. But sometimes they just go the other path, which is I'm not okay with greeting dogs that I don't know. I don't want them in my face. I don't want to be buddies with them, but I can walk past them in the street and that's okay. So either way is totally okay, but both parties need to be respectful of each other. The person who has the reactive dog needs to be confident enough and outward enough to stand up for their dog, and as a person approaches or when they say, is it okay, say, no, my dog actually prefers to have his own space. He doesn't want to say hello. You don't have to say, my dog is aggressive, my dog is going to bite you, whatever. You just say, he doesn't like greeting other dogs. End of story. No thank you is fine. Okay, you don't need to just explain it. You just sort of say, this is what it is, and you go on your way. And the people with the happy-go-luckies, you need to be respectful of that and be like, okay, cool, no problem. Don't take offense. It's totally okay. They're keeping your dog in a safe environment as well and avoiding any bad experiences for either party. So you may get a person who's like, yeah, of course I can say hello, and I'm totally okay with that. If everybody is happy and content in the situation, that's fine. But it has to be when both owners have agreed to the greeting, then the greeting happens, not before that, okay? So ask at a distance, and then if you're okay with it, then you can approach. All right, hope everybody has an awesome Thursday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.